Good evening, everyone. It is in the UK. Israel, they want to do a 10-mile stretch, a border, and have it all filled with armies and army. And that's the latest on Israel. So it looks like the Lord's getting ready in a lot of aspects. I have asked the Lord to point out his poetical type side of things. When he's talking about Israel, he was very poetic, and I can see some of that in this that he seems to have pointed out to me. It's in Jeremiah. I thought he was going to take me to Isaiah, but we got Jeremiah chapter 30, and I think he wants me to read this passage out first, and then there's another one. But it's Jeremiah chapter 30, and it's verse 18 to 24, and basically it says, I'll read it word for word. Thus saith the Lord, behold, I will bring again the captivity of Jacob's tents, and have mercy on his dwelling places, and the city shall be builded upon her own heap, and the palace shall remain after the manner thereof, and out of them shall proceed thanksgiving, and the voice of them that make merry, and I will multiply them, and they shall not be few. I will also glorify them, and they shall not be small. Their children also shall be as aforetime, and their congregation shall be established before me, and I will punish all that oppress them. And their nobles shall be of themselves, and their governors shall proceed from the midst of them, and I will cause them to draw near. And he shall approach unto me. For who is this that engaged his heart to approach unto me, saith the Lord? And ye shall be my people, and I will be your God. Behold, the whirlwind of the Lord goeth forth with a fury, and a continuing whirlwind. It shall fall with pain upon the head of the wicked. The fierce anger of the Lord shall not return until he have done it, and until he have performed the intents of his heart. In the latter days you shall consider this. My heart's pounding. I wanted to read it properly, you know. So, but basically, you know, he's pointing out as well that, you know, you've got to take note of this in the last days. It's intense, isn't it? It's quite intense. So he's saying in verse 24 there, it's like he's going to be pounding this. As soon as this all kicks off, it's just going to keep going until he's finished doing what he's got to do. Yeah? So, I mean, you know, he's even made a reference there, you know, in the latter days you shall consider it. You know, it's important that we do recognise that he's actually pointing to the latter times. There's chapter 31. I don't think I should choose any verses. It's long, but it's really, really nice. I'll give it a shot. My reading isn't that good. But here we go. This is chapter 31 of Jeremiah. I keep thinking Isaiah. If I say Isaiah accidentally sometimes, you'll have to forgive me on that. I read a lot in Isaiah when I'm showing like various people in different religions, like how he's talking about Israel all the time. You know, there's plenty of it in Isaiah, so I'm used to referring to Isaiah mainly. But yeah, I should come back to Jeremiah because he was close. He was really close with him. So it's chapter 31. At the same time, saith the Lord, will I be the God of all the families of Israel, and they shall be my people. Thus saith the Lord, the people which were left of the sword found grace in the wilderness, even Israel, when I went to cause him to rest. The Lord hath appeared of old unto me, saying, Yea, I have loved thee with an everlasting love. Therefore with loving kindness I have drawn thee. Again I will build thee, and thou wilt be built. O Virgin of Israel, thou shalt again be adorned with thy tabrets, and shalt go forth into the dances of them that make merry. Thou shalt yet plant vines upon the mountains of Samaria. The planters shall plant, and shall eat them as common things. For there shall be a day that the watchman upon the Mount Ephraim shall cry, Arise ye, and let us go up to Zion, and to meet the Lord our God. For thus saith the Lord, sing with gladness for Jacob, and shout among the chief of the nations. Publish ye, praise ye, and say, O Lord, save thy people, the remnant of Israel. Behold, I will bring them from the north country, and gather them from the coasts of the earth, and with them the blind and the lame, the woman with child, and her that travaileth with child together. A great company shall return thither. They shall come with weeping, and with supplications will I lead them. I will cause them to walk by the rivers of waters in a straight way, wherein they shall not stumble. For I am a father to Israel, and Ephraim is my firstborn. Hear the word of the Lord, O ye nations, and declare it in the isles afar off. And say, He that scattered Israel will gather him, and keep him as a shepherd doth his flock. For the Lord hath redeemed Jacob, and ransomed him for the hand of him that was stronger than he. Therefore they shall come and sing in the height of Zion, and shall flow together in the goodness for the Lord, for wheat, and for wine, and for oil, and for the young of the flock, and of the herd. And their soul shall be as a watered garden, and they shall not sorrow any more at all. Then the virgin rejoice in the dance, both young men and old together, for I will turn their mourning into joy, and it will comfort them, and make them rejoice from their sorrow. And I will satiate the soul of the priests with fatness, and my people shall be satisfied with my goodness, saith the Lord. Thus saith the Lord, a voice was heard in Ramah, lamentation and bitter weeping. Rahel, weeping for her children, refused to be comforted for her children, because they were not. Thus saith the Lord, refrain thy voice from thy weeping, and thy eyes from tears, for thy work shall be rewarded, saith the Lord. Excuse me. And they shall come again from the land of the enemy, and there is hope in thine end, saith the Lord. Excuse me, I'm trying. And that thy children shall come again to their border. I have surely heard Ephraim bemoaning himself thus. Thou hast chastised me, and I was chastised as a bullock unaccustomed accustomed to the yoke. Turn thou to me, and I shall be turned. For thou art the Lord my God. Surely after that I was turned, I repented, and after that I was instructed. I smote upon my thigh, and I was ashamed, yea, even confounded, because I did bear the reproach of my youth. Is Ephraim my dear son? Is he a pleasant child? For since I spake against him, I do earnestly remember him still. Therefore my bowels are troubled before him. I surely have mercy upon him, saith the Lord. Set thee up waymarks, make thee high heaps, set thine heart towards the highway, even the way that thou wentest. Turn again, O Virgin of Israel, turn again to these thy cities. How long wilt thou go about, O you backsliding daughter? For the Lord hath created a new thing in the earth, the woman shall compass a man. This saith the Lord of hosts, the God of Israel. As yet they shall use the speech in the land of Judah, and in the cities thereof, where I shall bring again their captivity. The Lord bless thee, O habitation of justice, and mountains of holiness. And there shall dwell in Judah itself, and in the cities thereof together, husbandmen, and they that go forth with flocks, for they have satiated the weary soul, and I have replenished every sorrowful soul. Upon this I awakened, and behold, and my sleep was sweet unto me. Behold, the days come, saith the Lord, that I will sow the house of Israel, and the house of Judah with the seed of man, and with the seed of beast. And it shall come to pass, like I have watched over them, to pluck up, and to break down, and to throw down, and to destroy, and to afflict. So I will watch over them, to build and to plant, saith the Lord. Excuse me, I'm in bits here. The Lord has this kind of effect on me. Right. In those days they shall say no more, the fathers have eaten our sour grape, and the children's teeth are set on edge. For every one shall die for his own iniquity. Every man that eateth the sour grape, his teeth shall be set on edge. Behold, the days come, saith the Lord, that I will make a new covenant with the house of Israel, and with the house of Judah, not according to the covenant that I made with their fathers in the day that I took them by the hand, and bring them out of the land of Egypt, which my covenant they break, although I was a husband unto them, saith the Lord. In a big way. That's, they went against him in a real big way. If you look at the history and what happened with Jesus. But this shall be a covenant that I will make with the house of Israel. After those days, saith the Lord, I will put my law into their inward parts, and write it in their hearts, and will be their God, and they will be my people. And they will teach no more every man his neighbour, and every man his brother, saying, Know the Lord. For they all will know me, from the least of them to the greatest of them, saith the Lord. For I will forgive their iniquity, and I will remember their sin no more. Thus saith the Lord, which giveth the sun for a light by day, and ordinances of the moon and the stars for the light by night, which divideth the sea when the waves thereof roar. The Lord of hosts is his name. If those ordinances depart from before me, saith the Lord, then the seed of Israel also shall cease from being a nation before me forever. That's a really important one as well. Thus saith the Lord, if heaven above can be measured, and the foundations of the earth be searched out beneath, I will also cast off all the seed of Israel for all that they have done, saith the Lord. So if there was no turning back, there'd be no one left. So, behold, behold, the days come, saith the Lord, that the city shall be built to the Lord, from the tower of Hanil unto the gate of the corner, and the measuring line shall yet go forth over against it, upon the hill of Garan, and shall compass about to Goeth, and the whole valley of the dead bodies, and of the ashes, and of the fields, unto the brook of Kidron, unto the corner of the horse gate toward the east, shall be holy unto the Lord, and it shall be not plucked up, nor thrown down any more forever. That's full on, isn't it? So basically, all this that's going on is he's getting ready. He's getting ready to fight for Israel, and Israel's getting prepared for it right now. So all you people in Israel, I appeal to you that scripture the Lord wants you to take notice of. Whatever you're going through, whatever your belief system is, you need to speak to the Lord in private. If you're in any of these weird religions, I think nearly all of them are Knights Templar, or just basically Freemasonic based, Vatican and all those. Any of the churches, you've got to listen to what he's just said. It doesn't matter where you're from. This is what the Lord has spoken, and he wanted me to read it out to you. Albeit I made a bit of a mess every now and then, but I'll just appeal to everybody that's in Israel, and just to let you know you're all getting prepared. The Lord's getting you ready, basically. So anyone that comes against Israel, it's going to be mayhem for them. So these people should have thought about that before they surrounded the place, and maybe have read the book with his word in there, so they could understand what's going on. Anyway, I'm going to leave you with that, people, and that's the update for today so far on what's going on in the current affairs side of things, and I've read what God thinks about that now as well, So, well, start praying to the Lord, and that's it. Just pray and ask for guidance, and trust in him, because he will look after you. You just got to start talking to him if you haven't already. So I'll speak to you all again. Bye for now.